What up, guys? It's been a long time since I've done a life update video for anyone interested. I thought about doing it a while ago, but I just didn't feel the urge to want to do it. And I'm never going to force a video if I'm especially not in the mood, because it will translate onto the screen, right? The lack of motivation and energy to do it. So I just wanted to fill everyone in. I don't know where I'm going with this video. I'm going off the cuff. I took a late lunch. It's like 2:30. It was like 2:50 now, but I took a 2:30 lunch. But work's been really busy. I've been covering for my immediate manager, who deserves a much needed break. Covering for him, which I don't mind because he's such a hard worker. He might even be more of a hard worker than me, which is not to boast or anything, but anyway, nonetheless, let me think. So yeah, it's been a while since I did a life update video. I had like 3 silver fillings back there from when I was a kid, because I didn't brush my teeth really good when I was a kid, as most kids don't. And over time, the silver fillings can get bad, and they can over time just give you issues. So when I went for my dental appointment, and by the way, I've been having to go every 3 months. I don't know if I mentioned, I don't think I did. I'm getting a periodontal, I don't think that's how you say it, periodontal maintenance. It's basically when your teeth, the millimeter pockets are getting too deep and it's exposing the root. And I'm getting a lot of like 5 millimeters, despite being very diligent with my teeth. I think like 50% of it is genetic, and then I don't want to make it sound like I got stank ass breath or anything like that. I'm very diligent with it. Nonetheless, I've been having to go every 3 months. Anyway, when I went for my checkup, the dentist had said that these fillings are probably going to get worse over time, and they need to be replaced. So I got them replaced with the white ones, which are, if you can see it, which are more aesthetically pleasing. But aesthetically, it doesn't really matter. You don't really see back there anyway. But for functionality, it is better to get them replaced with the white fillings. But when I did it without any Novocaine, any numbing agent, which sounds kind of crazy. And I will be honest, it did kind of hurt a little bit. My pain tolerance is pretty good, and you might ask yourself, why did I even do that? It wasn't because I was trying to be a tough guy. What she mentioned was, I think she asked about it because she knew my pain tolerance was pretty good. She obviously would never ask that for a kid, or maybe someone a little bit older, or a senior citizen. But basically, after you get the filling in, my terminology is terrible because I don't know crap about teeth, but after you're done, they shave it a little bit, and then they give you that little piece of like cloth, and you bite on it, and it checks your bite to make sure the bite's even. If it's uneven, it can cause issues. And what she was saying, and I never thought about it, is a lot of times when you get too numb, and after you're done with the filling and you start biting down on it, you can't really, because there's no sensation in your teeth, it's hard to truly understand if the integrity of the bite is really good. And when that happens, after the numbness wears off and you go home, the bite could be off. And if the bite is off, you're gonna have more issues. And if you have more issues, you're gonna have to come back and blah 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 blah. So she said, I try not to, or I should say, she feels like if I don't need the numbing agent, then I should just try. And then I just did it. I had to do two on one side and one on the other side. And there are times it hit the nerve, and yeah, it was kind of painful. Scale from 1 to 10. it wasn't, the pain was kind of like a roller coaster. I think it started off at times like a 3, and then it would kind of accelerate to like a 7.5 or 8, and I was like clenching. She's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just get it done," right? So I did all that. I also had to get a mouth guard. So I had this bracket. I'm all talking about my teeth like crazy, like you guys even care, but I'm already 5 minutes in, whatever. You can't see it now because it's gone. I had this like metal bracket. I was on the inside right here, which is a pain to have to floss with that. The reason I had that was years ago, and I think it's outdated techniques. They don't do it anymore. When I had braces back in, I was a teen, I had braces, and that little bracket that's super glued in permanently, or it stays permanent until you pull it out. It prevents your teeth from shifting after you get braces. So over time, because that bracket's there, it's harder to floss with it. I have these like special dividers and stuff like that, and the plaque gets built up, and she recommended to have it removed. So I got that removed. That was a pretty easy process. They just got the drill and they just pulled it out, or they just, chipped away at it, and then it came out. That wasn't too bad. But I had to buy the mouth guard for underneath, and I have Delta dental insurance, and my insurance is okay. It's like 75% covers most things. But for the mouth guard, I have one for the top already. I did that like over 10 years ago. Insurance does not cover it at all. So I'm fortunate enough to have the dough for these types of emergencies. And back in the day, the top one will cost about like $500. This one cost like $800 just for the mouth guard, just for one. Right? They try to like sell me 4, and I said, why do I need 4? And they said, if you lose one. I said, I'm not going to lose it. If I pay $800 for something, I'm not going to pay for, if I spend $800 or something, trust me, I'm not going to lose it all. Cross my fingers. Put that in. Why do I put that in? Because I grind in the night. That could be stress related, genetic related, blah blah blah. Anyway, that's a lot of talk about my teeth. Other than that, my daughter's been good. She'll be starting kindergarten next fall, so he's got a little bit of time, but it's coming up quickly. So by the beginning of 2024, I have to start submitting applications for kindergarten. Right, I want to get started early. She has one of 2 schools to go to, and luckily we're in a good district. One is a charter school, which has good reviews, and the other one is a STEAM school. That's kind of like STEM, but with the art in it. So the acronym is STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Yeah, there you go, math. And that one's by lottery, so you have to just try to get in, but I don't know how many applicants are going to get. So if they don't, our first choice is the STEAM school. If she doesn't get into the STEAM school, then she'll go to the charter school. So they're both pretty close by. They're both good schools, so we shall see. I feel like I'm blanking out. I think that's about it. I've been a little bit tired lately, although today I feel really good, but the past week I haven't been sleeping as well. I'm not going to get too much into that, but I just been, just staying up, because I think one of the problems that often people have, and not everyone, but when you're a parent, and I'm not like complaining or anything, I'm just stating facts, you don't have as much alone time, as much downtime for yourself. So it's kind of a sacrifice. So by the time my daughter goes to bed, it's about 8 p.m. already. So, you have a few hours to watch a little, TV, decompress, do whatever, but it's very limited, right? So what do I do with that little bit of time? Sometimes I have to work out. Sometimes I have to do a video. Sometimes I got to pay some bills, catch up on other things, So you have that little amount of time. And when you have that little amount of time, you eventually have to go to sleep, right? So what I've been doing is at that one, I would just be up. I would stay up and just say, F it, whatever. I want to stay up. I want to watch, some chess videos or whatever, on YouTube or whatever. I want to have some fun too, right? I want to be able to be on my own. I love my family to death, but I want to be on my own, and I want to just relax. And so I would sacrifice that over the sleep, but that's not always the best thing either, because obviously sleep is very vital. So the last couple of days I've been sleeping a little bit better, but that past week I just wasn't sleeping much, and I just sucked it up. And luckily I was okay, but I could feel it towards the end. But I got to be sharp, especially at work. But I feel really good. I think I lost my train of thought. Oh, I got over a really bad cough. I should have brought this up earlier. It lasted about 9 to 11 days, I think, where the first 5 or 6 days I was coughing tremendously, and it got worse in the nighttime. You ever notice that? It always gets worse in the nighttime. I used a humidifier. Maybe I'll do a video on that about, other things you can do. But I was doing all I could, drinking fluids, whatnot. And it was painful. It got to the point where like my lower abs, it was like almost like an indirect workout. My lower abs were like sore just from constantly coughing and coughing and coughing. That it was so bad that I had to take a sick day. I forgot when, like a couple days in during that 11 to 12 day stretch. It was bad. It wasn't the worst, though. I've had it worse before. What's the cause of it? I mean, if it was it bacterial, was it viral? I don't know. It is fall. It's going to be winter soon. Things can happen. But the main thing I want to say is if you have no comorbidities and you're generally healthy, you might feel like crap, but you will get better. So when the CDC always tries to scare you guys and gals about, oh, high risk, this, that. Yeah, you could get sick. You want to be sensitive and towards other people, but ultimately you got to be responsible for your own health. Okay. If someone else has a lot of comorbidities, that's something that I can't control. So, I'm not going to cough in someone's face, of course, but you got to take care of yourself. All right. That's going to lessen your chances. You got to worry about your health and take care of your health. You got to care more about your health than other people. All right. That's the facts. I think that was it. 12 minutes in. Been still working out. Been doing okay. I've been cleaning up my diet a little bit. Kind of getting that itch to kind of trim down a little bit more, get a little bit more leaner. I do want to do more workout videos. I know I've been slacking on it, but I will get there. I just got to get the tripod going. I think once I get it started, I think I'll be good, but it's just a matter of getting started. But once again, I don't want to force it. So anyways, that's a mouthful. I gotta go back pretty soon. Not much else is going on. I just want to rest up. If you made it this far in the video, you are a rock star. If you could type in rock star in the comment section, and I don't expect people to get this far in the video, but I think a few will. It's not to boost my ego. I'm just curious, right? If someone wants to hear me ramble this much, but I feel like it's a weird relationship, right? I mean, I've never seen you, but you see me, and I feel like I've known some of you. You know who you guys are. Like, what's it, Joseph Johnson? What's up to you? A couple of other guys out there. I'm just drawing a blank. Sorry, but yeah, it's really. It's really cool to go along this, I hate to use the word journey all the time, but this thing called life. And you guys and gals have been with me through thick and thin. I know this channel, I had more motivation for this that's the part that kind of sucks. Like, I've lost my mojo. I have, obviously, right, with the videos. When I look at the trajectory of my channel, I don't really watch my older videos, but once in a while I'll just go as a reference, or if I'm trying to find an old video. And yeah, the videos were crappy and never high production, but at least the trajectory was improving. I would buy a microphone. I bought some lights. Yes, it's low budget, but I was incrementally improving my editing. I was putting more music, doing some transitions, getting a new camera. I was definitely improving, but it got to the point where, and I think it's right when I just had a kid, that thing kind of just went at a standstill. It just kind of went and then I kind of just get the iPhone and just film, which I think is okay, because, well, I'm talking forever. It's been a while. I don't know about you, but I kind of miss the old YouTube days and you could still find videos like that, but now, it's basically like TV, right? Because you got NBC, ABC, everyone has a YouTube channel, even these networks. But I miss those days where it was more organic. It was just more random. It was more not as high production. And I do appreciate channels that have real high production, but sometimes I just like those just campy old videos where it's like a weird looking thumbnail and something random really happens. But when you get all these like prank channels, and nothing against it, but you got these, for example, like fake prank channels, all this like clickbait, and like that part of the YouTube just freaking sucks. And I think, once Google bought YouTube, that changed everything. We can do nothing about it. But I kind of do wonder if YouTube was never bought by Google. That's a big if, because it's never gonna. It's already done. Water under the bridge. How it would have changed, with all the censorship and shadow banning and whatnot. But I don't know. I'm going way overboard right now on this video. This might be the longest video in history for my channel, 15 minutes. So I gotta go. That's it, guys. Thank you for all your support. I'm gonna keep this going as long as I can. And if you want any types of videos, let me know. I can't guarantee it, but I'm gonna try my best because it gives me some motivation. Thanks. Bye.